Welcome to the Space Update Guide, where we will show you everything in the update and where the Buckcoin stashes are. Cool. So here is the Space Tech Lab with a bunch of props, gravity setters, asteroids, a jetpack, a bunch of different paints,
Got the
gravity bombs,
weapons.
laser guns, laser tag, and lightsabers, and outside terrain stuff, and magnets
Mobs.
and stuff. Oh,
Aliens.
and mobs and stuff. I'm going to check out the gadgets from the Space Tech Web. So basically, this is a magnet. Oh, I'm flying around. So the magnet makes you fly to any magnetic block in the area. So basically, here's an example of using the magnet. So you see that metallic block, magnetic block up. So you use the magnets, and then it just launches you up there.
It's definitely a great mobility for like cat.
Yeah, it's great mobility. And there's another one down here, so I can just. The next part on the tech web that we're gonna show is the black hole bomb. So basically, this is the sticky black hole bomb. So here's what it does. So it creates a black hole.
Sucks you in, and then it's kind of like the black hole from Gods of Gravity at the end of the game when the sun blows up. So that's kind of cool.
There's also this. So
yeah, there's also the block. I'm gonna shoot that right now, and it's
the same thing as the sticky bomb. It's just the
I think there's a bigger radius though for the
next part of the tech web is the laser gun.
The laser gun, pretty sick.
Yep. Okay, here's the demonstration of the laser gun. So basically, you just shoot them. It's basically the pellet gun, but it has no bullet drop on it.
Also,
just go straight forward.
I think it does the same damage, but it's like space themed pellet gun, and like Tegan said, there's no bullet drop, so pretty cool. Next gadget on the tech web that we're gonna be talking about is the beam blade. And there's many different uses for this. You can say if someone has a laser gun, right? Come over here, Tegan, away from the shop.
Yep. And
I have the beam or the laser gun, and you have the lightsaber in your hand or whatever. I shoot you, right? And the bullet deflects. Close quarters, and you have to pull out a lightsaber. I can get shot and just deflect it, and I go off.
The next gadget is the beam knife thing. Pretty cool. Let's demonstrate it.
It's a more versatile weapon to the beam blade, but smaller, so it's easier in close quarters.
So it's basically just a smaller beam blade that you can have it upside down or normal. It's basically
and it also still deflects bullets, as we're demonstrating right now. See, it just hit me.
Yep.
I deflected. And it also acts like a dagger, so
it does the same knockback too, and damage.
Still really good, and it's also really cool.
Oh, and also with all the beam blades, it takes 100 cotton when you hit somebody. The next gadget, the laser tag gun. So basically, I don't have it yet, so we'll go test it later.
Yeah, in the laser tag map.
Yep.
Stay tuned for that.
Alright, here is the last gadget, the jetpack. Alright, we are going to demonstrate the jetpack. On the jetpack, you have to put it on your back. And then, you just pull down on these levers, you go straight up.
That's it.
And if you do it on one side, if you only pull it on one side, you go to the left, and if you pull it on the other side, you go to the right. Woohoo! And if you go upside down and use the jetpack, you can literally just go straight down. Alright, now we are going to check out the blocks from the Space Tech Web. So let's show off the props first. So the first prop on the Space Tech Web is this giant screen. So basically, it's just this giant screen on a stand. Here's the next block for the Space Tech Web. It's the screen, but without the stand. Here's the next block on the Space Tech Web. So it's basically a tiny control panel. You could use it for detail. The next block on the Space Tech Web is the large control panel. It's just basically just the control panel from the superhero tech web, but it's just 4 blocks instead of 1 block. Yep, next block. Space archway. It's an archway for like an entrance of a rocket.
Or if
it has like a lot of detail on it. It looks like futuristic.
Next block.
The space tunnel. So it's basically like a transition block through different rooms in like a space shuttle. Is the captain's chair. Basically, you can use it for like a
barber shop or like a barber shop chair, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Block.
Next block, space crate. So it's basically just a crate with 2 different colors on it, gray and orange. The next block is oxygen tanks. So they're basically just 4 oxygen tanks together.
Next block.
The wire antenna. So it's basically just an antenna block. Here's the wire antenna too. So basically it's just the same one as the other one, but it has 2 more like things on the side. The next block is the cell tower. It's basically just the wire antenna, but with like more radio signal waves things. Next block is the satellite dish. It's basically just the satellite dish block. The next block is the large solar panel. So basically, it's just used for detail and for satellites and stuff. Next block is the sleeping bag. Definitely you can paint it whatever color you want, like this color. Like you can paint it whatever color you want, and it's the only other bed block than the horror bed block. The next block is the light strip. So basically, you just paint it like a glowing color, like this, and you can use it for light. Next block is the obelisk. So basically, it looks like the Washington Monument. Block is the eye creature. So it's basically just an alien eye. It's actually pretty cool. Next block is the astronome statue. So it's not an NPC, it's just a statue. We are going to show all the terrain blocks now. So here are all of the moon terrain blocks.
Definitely could use this on a moon build, like like around us. Definitely.
Yep, it's every size of block. Next terrain section is the rocks and the craters.
These could be good for definitely moons because they have craters.
Of terrain is crystal geodes.
Definitely
so there's 3 sizes. There's small, medium, and large. Time for the special blocks like the magnet blocks, all that stuff.
And if you have the magnet, which is the first thing on the tech web, you can.
Here's the 1x1 magnet, the 2x2 magnet, and the 4x4 magnet. They're all the same thing. It's just that the bigger ones have more magnetic power than the. So here's the small asteroid. So it looks like this, and every like 10 seconds to 30 seconds, it spawns a tiny asteroid, and you can actually destroy them, and you can jump on them.
Yeah, I just destroyed one, and I'm making it go up, so it's also really good for target practice for your new laser blaster. See, when this goes up, whenever it does. I'm shooting. You see, I'm shooting right now, and I just destroyed it.
Alright, time for the medium asteroid. So it looks like this, and has like a red arrow, and it's basically the same thing as the small asteroid, but it's just a little bigger. And you can still jump on it. And they take a little bit more to destroy.
Yeah.
All the asteroids shatter whenever they hit a solid block.
Alright, next block.
Alright, let's go to the large asteroid. So they're actually giant.
It takes 3 bullets from this laser gun to destroy one big asteroid.
You can time for the mobs and the gnome NPC. Here is the astronome NPC. So it's basically the same thing as the statue, but you can make it talk and all that stuff. The first mob. It's called the alien hopper. It's basically a chicken with a giant eye. It's actually pretty cool.
Takes 4 bullets to kill from the laser gun.
Next mob is the alien eye.
Obviously, as expected,
it's an alien in a spaceship, and it shoots laser beams at you. Time for the passageways on the Space Tech Web. Here is the Moon Rock passageway. It's basically just a passageway, and it's moon rocks, and has a blue sign, and you can link it to whatever map you want to. The next passageway is this rocket passageway. It's pretty cool outside. And when you go inside,
when you start it, the blue beams go up.
Yeah, and then it does low gravity, and then while you're going to the map, it makes you go in low gravity. For the settings blocks, like gravity shifter, all that. Here's the custom gravity setter. You could set it to normal, 0, very low, low, heavy, very heavy. Here's an example of what very heavy looks like.
See, I'm trying to jump really high now, and I can't really do that because of the very heavy. But see, if we go on to 0, as you said, you just go everywhere.
You just infinitely float. We are going to show the gravity zone. So here's what the gravity zone looks like. So if you want like the gravity to pull you in one way, it like pushes you forward. Let's look at this. Look at this. Because of the way it's facing, it's going to push me this way. And if it's facing
a parkour map.
And if it's facing up, it launches you. It's basically the gravity setter, but it's just like, look, I set it to 0 gravity, and you see the stars in there? Yeah. When stars are like that, it means that it's a different gravity. Look, it's 0 gravity here, but it's normal gravity out here. Alright, time to show off the new paints in the update. Alright, we're going to show the paints now. So, the first paint is amber paint. It's a bright orange color. Looks like this.
Definitely good for like a base, basically.
Caution tape and stuff. Or like it's good for like a traffic cone.
Yeah, traffic cones.
The next paint is rose. Rose paint block color, and pretty cool. You can use it for like flowers.
Again, traffic cone. We don't talk about that. Alright, next.
Okay, the next color is steel. It's basically it's a good color for like a moon. Like it's the same color as the ground right now. The next color is light steel. It's just basically a lighter version of this normal steel look. The next paint is the cadet paint. It's a bluish white color, bluish color that's like light blue. It's a light blue color.
Yeah.
But the next paint is midnight. It's basically just like a dark blue. Compared to cadet, it's darker. Alright, time for the next paint. The dark is the normal glowing blue. The glowing blue, it's basically like the glowing cyan, but it's a little darker. Look.
Just like
it's just a glowing paint, so it produces light. This is the last paint, the void paint. Basically, it like removes light around it. The next thing we are doing is the windows. The first window in this update is the space window. It's basically like a curved window. This is the observation window. You can use it on top of like a spaceship or something. Time for the next window. It's not really a window though. It's a window cover. Like it goes over a window. Let me just like you use it like this. So it just adds like a thing for like a spaceship window. We are going to see the outside terrain blocks for this update. Here's the first outside terrain block. It's just a giant satellite dish. Alright, here's the other one, and it's a space pod. The next outside terrain is this signal tower. It's just a giant tower with a signal thing on top. the next terrain block is like the shop, the space shop thing. It has like a doorway inside. We didn't show all of them, all of the outside terrain stuff because it wasn't out there. So other than the ones that we already showed you, there's asteroids ones, there's also a moon, there's a satellite, and a launch pad, and the outside terrain like paints. There's like a moon rock, Mars thingy, and like an ice planet rock, and the light steel moon. Here are the doors in the space update. There's only one, but here it is. This is the airlock door. It's mostly used in like spaceships and stuff. And it's pretty cool. Here are the buckcoin stashes on Moon Base. So the first buckcoin stash is right here next to the lock where you get in, and you just press the button on it. The next buckcoin stash is in here. It's up these stairs.
Definitely a cool stair design.
And there's a button right here which gives you buckcoins. The third buckcoin stash is right over here in this door right here, in this music section. And the button is right here to the light switch, the light bar thing. Fourth buckcoin stash is over here by the rocket racing. And it's on the back of this leg, and the button is right here. And you press it, and the final buckcoin stash is in this building with the danger signs and the radioactive thing.
So scary.
All right, it's in here with like the superpowers. All right, we're going into the zero gravity section with the aliens. All right. So the buckcoin. So this map is the gnome ship 2, and we are going to show you where the buckcoin stashes are on this map. So the first one is right here next to the map. The second buckcoin stash is in this room, and you have to feed 4 hippos for this door to. All right, let me go feed these big backs.
It's eating our food.
All right, we just fed all 4 of them, and here's the buckcoin stash. It's this blue chest right here.
Wait, what's in here?
So for the third one, you grab this gun here, and there's actually servers here. So you hold down A, and then when you press this button, so for the 4th and 5th buckcoin stash, I recommend you use air grabbers, so you don't fly into space with nowhere to go. Okay, so the first one is over here, right here on this block. The last buckcoin stash in this map is down here. Be careful not to go out of bounds. And it's right here outside of the basketball area. Here is the Space Marine bundle. So it comes with a whole galactic armor set with a laser gun. It's a reskin of and it shoots like lasers out. Hope you liked our guide and it helped you with the update. And subscribe, like for more guides and more skits, and we're gonna have a lightsaber battle. It's over, Owen. I have the high ground by 3 blocks.
You underestimate my power.
Hiya!